What if God has already answered your prayer, but you didn't recognize his answer? Not because he was silent, not because he ignored you, but because his answer didn't look the way you expected. Sometimes we're so fixated on our version of God's answer that we completely miss his version. We become so committed to the package we imagined that we reject the gift he actually sent. When you insist that God must answer in a particular way, here's what you're doing. 1. You try to fit the infinite into the limits of your imagination. You unconsciously reduce the limitless God to what your finite mind can picture. But God is far bigger than your imagination. 2. You close your eyes to the many ways he chooses to work. God can answer through open doors or closed ones, through unexpected people, through delays, through waiting, through correction, through opportunities disguised as inconvenience. His methods are as limitless as his wisdom. 3. You imprison God within your expectations. The problem isn't having expectations. The problem is refusing to recognize God when he moves differently than you expected. God is not a prisoner of your plans. He is not obligated to follow your script. He is God. So expect him, but don't try to control him. Believe him, but don't dictate his methods. Trust him enough to let him be God. Remember Solomon in the Bible. He asked for wisdom. God didn't hand him wisdom wrapped in a golden box. Instead, he brought him a complicated dispute between two women claiming the same child. It looked like a problem, but it was actually the answer to Solomon's prayer. What if some of the challenges you've been trying to escape are actually the answers you've been praying for? What if the delay is developing you? What if the closed door is protecting you? What if the interruption is the invitation? Don't become so attached to your expectations that you fail to recognize God's visitation. Keep expecting, keep praying, keep believing, but keep your heart open enough to recognize God, even when he comes in a way you never imagined. God's answers don't always arrive in the packages we expect, but they always arrive wrapped in his wisdom. May we never become so committed to our expectations that we miss God's answers. May our faith be flexible enough to trust not only that he will answer, but also how he chooses to answer. Amen.